Hi, so Charlie giving you Monday's video. I hope you're very well. To start off with, I want to give you a date for your diary. That date is the 26th of May. We've got a few dates coming up for you, but the 26th of May is personal to me in that that is the next 10k to 100k challenge webinar. And it's not just the next one, it's the last one. So I am finishing on that date. We would have done it in April, but we've had lots of other things going on, so it's had to be pushed back, unfortunately. 26th of May is the next and the last 10k to 100k webinar date. Mark it in your diary. You will obviously get emails about it probably this weekend. And we've just got to get the webinar software all sorted out for it. So expect to get some sort of sign up emails for it, hopefully this coming weekend. So 26th of May it is. It's the last 10k to 100k challenge webinar. It's going to be a big one. So mark that in your diary. There's lots of things I'm going to be going through in that, and we'll see how it all finished. Really, did I succeed in what I wanted to do? Did I fail in what I wanted to do? And so we shall see. The proof will be in the pudding as and when I do that. And so it should make for a very, very interesting webinar, whether I succeed or whether I have failed in my endeavor. So mark it down. Right, okay, so that's that. What else did I want to mention? Well, I've had an email come through, and I think it's a fascinating email because it's a sort of thing that lots of traders experience, and that is that this individual has was in a position where they made money last year, so they had a nice year last year. Equity graph is growing, whatever, and what they've decided was that they wanted to increase their stakes, so to speak, because they were making money, but they were trading at very, very small, low leverage and very small position size relative to what they can trade at. So this year, having had that period last year, this year they thought, okay, well, actually, let's turn the pen off and back on again. They thought, okay, well, it's time to up the ante, and so increase the position size. And what this individual's experienced is that they've increased the position size, and then all of a sudden he can't make money so far this year. And so that often happens when you increase position size, that something clicks somewhere deep down in the subconscious, that all of a sudden maybe you don't trade with the same comfort levels that you did before, so you make small decisions which affect your overall profitability. Very often it is just small decisions, because what you've obviously did the previous year was fine, and you think you're doing the same thing, but you're not. And you might be that you're just making those small decisions, getting a little bit too picky on some trades, electing not to take some trades which you probably previously would have done, and then missing out on some nice winning trades and stuff like that. So as a result, his account's sort of flat to marginally down, and I think it's a common thing that happens when you increase position size. So what can you do? And I'd appreciate anyone to write on the blog any advice that they might have for increasing position size. The things that I can say are, well, okay, don't increase position size too dramatically, so do it in small, very, very small increments, so that your subconscious can catch up with it, sort of thing. But if he's in this situation right now, what can he do? Unfortunately, he's going to have to decrease his position size until he gets his confidence back. So that's exactly where he wants to be. So he needs to short-term decrease the position size and then gradually start to increase them again. But they need to be small increments. If you take too much of a big step, then what can happen is, all of a sudden you've doubled your position size, and your brain and your subconscious, your mindset is just not ready for coping with seeing those bigger trades coming through. So that would be my advice to that individual. Tail it off, get back into the zone, so to speak, from where you were last year, and then map out a plan for increasing your position sizes and do lots of visualization on those increased position sizes, so that you can stay in that zone, so to speak, and continue to trade the way that you had been trading. So that's the sort of advice. But I appreciate any other advice that anyone else, any other tips anyone has, by all means mark them down on the blog page. Right, what else have we got? I guess we can look at some markets now. Hold on, let's have a look. What have we got here? This is the Euro Dollar daily chart. Yeah, Euro Dollar sold off a little bit last week. I think it's a little bit in no man's land at the moment. It's actually made a lower high, obviously now. So it peaked up here, it dropped, lower high, now come down. So currently, having made a lower high, lower low, we potentially are in a position where it could come down again. And I've seen my charts off my other charts, and the potential is to come all the way down into the 110s. In fact, when I go out to the monthly charts, so let's actually take this out to a monthly time frame. And remember, on this monthly chart, we've hit the 21-month moving average. So we could want to have a reaction to that and come down into the 110 zone. And then it might stabilize. So at the moment, don't get me wrong, it's sitting here at the moment, and it's not like falling like a rock. But if it does want to start to break 112, then I do think it's got a decent amount of potential to the downside. I thought for a while it might want to try and break up, but you have to listen to the market, and it doesn't. So for now, that could come into play. I'd like to see 112 get broken first. Otherwise, what it needs to do is get back above and close above these highs, where we've had these rejection candles up here. We've had a nice bearish engulfing type candle here, then some sort of shooting star doji there. So if we can get a close back above those highs, then I would then say, right, okay, we're probably off to the races and going to go back up to that 116 to 117 zone. Right, I'll leave it nice and short and sweet this week, and expect to get some emails out over the coming week about, we've got some stuff going out about ETX, and we're arranging a seminar down at their offices for some of you. And also that's going to be in May, and also at the end of May, like I said, that 10k to 100k challenge. I'll see you soon. See you Friday.